my colleagues, particularly here in Brooklyn. I think that we're at a special time where there's just a real good special group of men and women who are in government, from Senator Jesse Hamilton, Ranice Machette, our great public advocate who emerged from the borough of Brooklyn, Dr. Eugene, and I don't know if I'm, and the Jamadi Williams. You know, just a good group of electeds and at the right time and the right place. And it's not about, we say this over and over again, it's not about calling us honorable, you are honorable. We're not elected to be served, we're elected to serve you. And I thank you for this award, and I want to say, I saw Senator Hamilton. I want to share this with you. Two-thirds of, that's all right, as an elected in Brooklyn, you learn how to talk over crowds. That's part of the course. Two-thirds of Americans did not want them to come to America to flee from persecution. Two-thirds. That was not the definition of the Syrian refugees. That was definition of 1938, the Jewish men and women who was fleeing Nazi Germany. Two-thirds of Americans did not want them to come here. America is replete with examples of cowardice behavior that don't want to open their doors. But the beauty of that, the numerical minority stood up and forced America to move in the right direction. Our country has generations of courage, but courage has skipped generations many times. It's not going to skip this generation. We will out-Trump Trump, and we will make sure that our borders are open to allow groups to come in and be part of the American dream. I've said this over and over again when I returned from Turkey, visiting a refugee camp 40 miles out of Syria. The State Department called me and told me not to go because of the danger involved. A coward dies many times in a lifetime, but a righteous man or woman dies only once. I'm planning on dying once. I'm not going to die and surrender the belief of standing up for people who need to be stood up for. We are great as a country. We are great as a country because of what I call the hyphen. We must protect that hyphen. Italian hyphen American, Pakistani hyphen American, Trinidadian hyphen American, African hyphen American, Jewish hyphen American, Cuban hyphen American. We're not special merely because we're Americans. We're special because of the combination of the various groups that came to America. Haitian hyphen American, Jamaican hyphen American. That's our trademark. That is what makes us special. The Trump is a hyphen. All those who are running for office are part of the hyphen. The only indigenous body of people in America are the indigenous Indians. Everyone else is part of the hyphen. And no matter how far you're away from that hyphen, you're still part of that hyphen. And if you don't protect that hyphen, if you do not make sure that hyphen stays consistent and part of our American experience, then we're going to lose what we are. You will never be a member of Paris. You will always be an outsider. You will never be a member of Belgium. You'll always be an outsider. You'll never be a member of France. You'll always be an outsider. Only place on the globe that permits you not to have to do away with your culture, but embrace it, to create this fusion of American fusion, is in America. We're the home of the free and the land of the brave, not the cowards. We will protect the hyphen and protect what America is all about. And so let me conclude with this. The name of this organization and group is so important, it's called The Bridge. There's another bridge we have. In 1883 it was built. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. It put together two bodies from Brooklyn and Manhattan, and when it was built, people were afraid to step on that bridge. They thought it would collapse. The first day it was open, there was a stampede where people were afraid that the building was going to go down. The bridge of today is a bridge we must build. The new Brooklyn Bridge that will connect communities and allow people to walk over to each other's neighborhood and not live in these silos where we believe we can only be around people that look like us, talk like us, eat the same food and the same music. No, we want to build the bridge starting here on Flatbush Avenue all the way down to other parts of Brooklyn and community where we will live as one borough, one community, the real bridge. How do we bridge the gap to understand our most potent weapon is our diversity? With diversity, we can do whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, with the right people for the right time to take the borough in the right direction. The way goes Brooklyn goes the city, the way goes the city goes the globe. That's what we want to do in the borough of Brooklyn. God bless all of you and thank you for what you do.
This is DAMIAN MCINTOSH with Caribbean Heritage TV. I have the privilege today of interviewing our borough president for Brooklyn, the Honorable Eric Adams. Congratulations on your award for bridging the gap in the community. Now, Brooklyn is becoming more and more diverse. How vital would you say the bridge project is in bridging the gap in the community?
As we continue to become diverse, we cannot expect for things just to fall in place. We have to be creative in how we bring people together. And the Bridge Project is doing that. It's bridging communities so that we won't live in these isolated environments in our own little silos. We cannot be afraid of change. That is what life is about. We start to crawl, then we start to walk, then we start to run. We are, as human beings, go through a perpetual state of evolution. And not only the evolution is what we do physically, but the evolution is what we do in our well-being and how we develop our full personhood, particularly here in the borough of Brooklyn, where diversity is our strength. And we cannot be afraid of that diversity. We need to find ways like this of coming together, learning from each other, respecting each other, and growing with each other.
As borough president, in bringing the community together, what are some of the challenges that is being experienced in accomplishing this goal?
Part of the goal is because of the behavior of unscrupulous landlords and building owners that are displacing people. Many people who are hearing about the displacement or the victim of harassment are pointing their fingers at those who are new arrivals, when in fact it's not the new arrivals, it is those landlords who are doing, in some cases, illegal actions. And that's the goal of what we must do. We must invite our new arrivals, but make sure that we don't unfairly displace people who are long-time residents.
Going forward, as members of the community, what are some things that you would encourage us to do individually to help in the process of bringing the community together?
Listen to our mothers and use common courtesy. Our mothers taught us manners. Our mothers taught us how to be respectful. Now is the time to draw on those teachers. Say good morning, say hello, learn from each other. We cannot merely walk by each other and not understand that we're in one community together. And so by using common courtesies and respecting our differences and learning from them, we can be better people. And when you think about it, many of my brothers and sisters from the Caribbean diaspora, they would tell you when they first came to America years ago how difficult it was. And people treated them differently because of their dialect or because of their culture. It took a while before America embraced that. That is the same thing going now when you have people coming from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Yemen, or even different cities. We all must understand that the American dream is something that we all have a right to. No one should have to live in a nightmare reality of being an outcast, but in the American dream of being part of the dream. Our diversity is our strength. We must understand and appreciate that and not to be afraid to grow.
You're watching the Nicky Nick New York TV.
We'll be right back.